Hello, it's your boy Don Zizi again from Allnaijabeats. Before I start, I'd like to say a big shout out to everybody that has shown me love, that has subscribed to my channel, that has watched my videos from all over the world. I've got people from France, from the UK, from Lebanon, from the US, Kenya, Sierra Leone, South Africa. Thank you all for your emails, for your WhatsApp messages, for your phone calls. I'm really grateful and I'm motivated to keep doing more. All right, so today we are going to be talking about how to mix the vocal on an Afrobeat song. And for this tutorial, I'm using Cubase 5. So we're just going to get into it. This is a song for an artist that I recorded sometime last week. And I already did mixed most of the song, but I'm just going to show you how I mix the lead vocals. In subsequent tutorials, I'll be talking about how to mix the backing vocals and also how to the kind of plugins that I use on my mix bus. So this is what the vocal sounds like, the lead vocal on the first verse without any processing.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga. They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk, I'm in a rush, girl. I don't.
Okay, so don't worry if you can't hear everything he's saying because it's Afrobeat and there's a lot of slang and there's a lot of, Nigerian pidgin English that is involved. I want to show you what I've done with the audio wave itself. You can see that I've done some processing. I have cleaned out all the noise between. Basically, I use the noise gate function. I've also sort of listened through and done a bit of automation, manual automation, by just beefing up those parts of the vocals that aren't very clear and bringing out those ones that are too loud. So the first thing I'm going to do here is to add auto-tune. This is what I'm doing with my auto-tune.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga.
I'm not putting too much.
They say I the maga. I don't give.
So I've worked on the retune speed. I've changed this to alto tenor. The key of this song is C major, and I've also worked on the amplitude and the format. The next thing I've done is to route my lead vocal and every other lead vocal in this song to a lead group channel. Now, this is a group track and I've named it lead. And this is where I put all my plugins for my lead vocals. It makes it so easy to mix. So I've got an EQ.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose.
This is what it looks like. I'm using Fab Filter Pro.
They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk, I'm in a rush, girl. I don't give a damn.
Without it.
In a talk, I'm in a rush.
You see, there's more presence in the voice, a bit of highs, and I've cut out most of the lows. I've got my compressor. It's Fab Filter Pro C. I just love this compressor because it's so transparent, it's so clean, and it gives me exactly what I want. Of course, you have to check the attack and release settings, the threshold. This is what it sounds like with the compressor on.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga. They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk.
Okay, and this is what it sounds like with the next plugin, which is an EQ from Voxengo called the Marvel GEQ. This is my secret weapon for mixing vocals. It has a preset that's called Presence, and it's really good for bringing out the 12K region, which gives it a sweet, soft sheen. But of course, you need to also do some further tweaking. You can see I've brought down the 7K region so that I'm reducing the S's and the T's in the vocal. I have also done a bit of boosting in the low mids to give the voice some warmth. So this is what it sounds like now.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga. They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk.
With it.
In a talk, I'm in a rush, girl. I don't give a damn. In a talk.
There's more presence in the voice. Now, next thing I've done is to add a chorus, just a basic chorus, but I'm sending just a little of it, 10% of the mix, and this is what it sounds like.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga.
Without
They
it.
say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk, in a rush, girl. I don't give a damn.
So basically, what you're doing with the chorus is to sort of add a bit of harmonic excitement, if you like, some background harmonies to the lead vocal. But remember, less is always more when you're mixing. Finally, I have a saturator. I just love to use saturation on vocals because it has, a very subtle but pleasing effect on the vocal. Now, this is what it sounds like.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga.
Without.
They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk, in a rush, girl. I don't give a damn. In a talk.
I'm using very gentle saturation. I'm sure a lot of people will say, well, I can't hear anything. No problem. If you're in the studio, you have very good monitors. I'm sure you hear the difference very clearly. So I have also done some sense. I have my reverb. This is the Valhalla Vintage Verb. I just love this reverb. I don't even do much tweaking. For me, the default preset is perfect. I just regulate the amount that I'm sending to it. Here you can see it's minus 30. But of course, you have to increase the pre-delay so that the voice doesn't sound like it's too far from you. So this is what it sounds like.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga.
Some people might say the reverb is too much, but don't worry, this is Afrobeat. All the songs you hear on the radio, Whiskey, Davido, The Bunch, this is how most of them sound. The next thing I have here is my parallel compression. Those of you who have watched my previous videos know I love parallel compression because it just makes everything fat and have so much weight on your speakers. So this is parallel compression from FET compressor from Subtube, and this is what I'm doing with it.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga.
Off.
They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk, in a rush, girl. I don't give a damn. In a talk,
Wow, it's so fat. I can't even explain it. Finally, if you look at the vocal, I have a delay. It's just a simple delay from Cubase. I increased the mix to 100. I worked on the EQ section, worked on the feedback, and of course, you just set it to taste. But what I want to bring out here is that if you go down to my effects channels where my delay is, you notice that you have the delay, but I'm also sending the delay to my reverb, just a bit of it. This is very important. It makes your reverb, your delay sound very, very professional and very polished. So this is how the vocal sounds now.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga. They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk, in a rush, girl. I don't give a damn. In a talk, in a rush,
Okay, so that's basically how the vocals sound. Now, finally, I think what I want to show you on the lead vocal is how to use your automation. I do a lot of automation. I haven't finished this song, but I just automated the volume. You can see here what I've done. You can see this, what looks like a graph here. So in this particular section, I have increased the volume of this verse a bit because I really wanted that part to come through.
Don't give a damn. In a talk, in a rush, girl. I don't give a damn.
So where he says in a talk, girl, I really want that to come out, and the beat sort of changes around there. I'm sure when you listen to it with the beat, you understand what I'm saying. So it's always good to use automation to give life to your vocals. It's very critical. You don't just record a vocal and just leave it at that level. So yeah, I know a lot of you are itching to hear the song itself. So let me just play what that verse sounds like.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga. They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk, in a rush, girl. I don't give a damn. In a talk, in a rush, girl. In a rush,
Okay, so you listen to the verse. If you like it, make a comment on the video, or you can send me an email, or just contact me and just let me know what you think about the mixing of the vocal. Don't worry about the song. You don't necessarily have to like it, but I like it. It's very danceable, you know. So let me just play the song fully, just a few sections for you to feel it.
Yeah, boy. Makawa.
It's Don Cz on the beat.
I step on stage, people start to para. People start to para. I take my dose. They say I the maga. They say I the maga. I don't give a damn. In a talk, girl. In a rush, girl. I don't give a damn. In a talk, girl. I life nah. Everything I do, them holla my name. Singing my song every night and day. Hey, every night and day. I live my life nah. Everything I do, them holla my name. Singing my song every night and day. Hey, I jump Billy. They call me young artist, I stand on my feet. Everything I do now, my life is so sweet. Even club DJs, they put on repeat. Enemies now, they want to defeat. In a talk, in a talk, Billy. I jump Billy. I shake body. Hey, I move body. Hey, I shake body. Hey, I move body. Hey, come in a rush. I jump Billy. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Ajambele, Makawayo, Ajambele, Don Zizi, Ajambele, Orezi, Ajambele, Davido, Ajambele, D-Square, Ajambele, Shantizi, Ajambele, Rantam, Ajambele, Mpado Ranking, Ajambele, Tubaba, Ajambele, Pino Paino, Ajambele. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na.
So, if you love this video, as usual, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know if you need some support on training, Afrobeat, mixing, making of beats. Whatever you need, just let me know. These are our contact details. You can also check out our website, allnaijabeats.com, or our blog, allnaijabeats.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.